I am Usha Pathak. Elders, please accept my respect and love to youngers. Today, I want to say something about the letters S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Of the letter S, the consonant S has a sharp hissing or hard sound, as in sad, sister, thus, and a flat, buzzing or soft sound like that of jet, as in rose, dismal, bosom, husband. As at the beginning of words or after any of the sharp consonants is always sharp, as in see, steps, clips, seats, stocks, smiths. S after any of the flat mutes or at the end of words when not preceded by a sharp consonant is generally flat, as in eyes, trays, beds, fat, bags, calves. But in the English termination OUS or in the Latin US, it is sharp, as joyous, vigorous. Double S is generally sharp, as in pass, keys, harass, basset. But the first two S's in possesses or any of its regular derivatives, as well as the two in dissolve or its proximate kin, sound like two Z's, and the soft or flat sound is commonly given to each S in hussy and husher. In seizures, the last three of the four are flat like jet, but in the middle of seizure and seasons, we hear the sound of ZH. Double S in the termination sun takes the sound of SH after a consonant, as in aspersion, session, passion, mission, compulsion, and that of ZH after a vowel, as in evasion, confusion. In the verb assure and each of its derivatives, also in the nouns pressure and fissure, with their derivatives, we hear, according to Walker, the sound of SH for each S or twice in each word, but according to the orthography of that sound is heard only the accented syllable of each word, and the vowel in each unaccented syllable is obscure. S is silent or mute in the words island, corpse, and viscount. Of the letter T, the general sound of the consonant T is heard in time. Later, set. T terminately after the accent takes the sound of TCH before U and generally also before EOU, as in nature, feature, virtue, righteous, courteous. When S or X precedes, it takes this sound before IA or IO, as in fasting, mixing. But the general or most usual sound of T after the accent, when followed by I and N other vowel, is that of SH, as in creation, peasant, causes. In English, T is seldom if ever silent or powerless, in adopt. However, a word borrowed from the French, we do not sound it, and in chestnut, which is a compound of our own. It is much often written than heard. In often and soften. Some think it silent, but it seems rather to take here the sound of it. In chasten, hasten, fasten, castle, whistle, upsell, epistle, and similar words with their sundry derivatives. The T is said by some to the mute, but here it seems to take the sound of S, for according to the best authorities, the sound is a beard. Twice in such word, th written in Greek by the character called theta, or O capital Greek, or Greek small, represents an elementary sound, or rather two distinct elementary sounds, for which the Anglo-Saxon had different characters. Supposed th initial is sharp as in thought, except in than, that, the, there, them, then, thence, there, this, thy, thine, this, thither, those, thou, thus, thy. Th final is also sharp as in short, both, with, and several verbs formerly with th last, but now frequently written with final e, as loth, mouth, seeth, sooth, smooth, cloth, uncloth. Th middle is sharp too when preceded or followed by a consonant, as in Arthur, ethnic, athwart, except in brethren, farther, farthing, northern, worthy, but th between two vowels is generally flat in words purely English, as in gather, neither, whether, and sharp in words from the learned language, as in atheist, ether, method. Of the letter U, the vowel U has three sounds which may be considered to be properly its own: the open, long, full, primal, or diphthongal U, as in tube, cubic, juvenile. Second, the close, cut, short, or stopped U, as in tube, butter, justice, unhung. Third, the middle U, resembling a short or quick double O, as in pool, pulpit, artful. U forming a syllable by itself, or U as naming itself, is nearly equivalent in sound to U, and require the article a and not an before it, as an U, a union. U sometimes borrows the sound of some other vowel, but bury is pronounced bury, and busy is pronounced busy. So in the derivatives burial, buried, whistling, and the like. The long or diphthongal U commonly sounded as U or as U in ear or any equivalent diphthong or digraph as UE, UI, EU or EW. When it follows H or RH, assume the sound of slender O or double O, as in root, rew, rueful, reum, fruit, truth, brewer. Diphthongs beginning with U. U in the proper diphthongs UA, UE, UI, UO, UY has the sound of W or of double O feeble, as in persuade, query, quell, quit, language, coach. UA, an improper diphthongs, has the sound first of middle A, as in guard, guardian. Second of close A, as in guarantee. Third of obscure E, as in victual and its compounds or kindred. Fourth of open U, as in man to maker. UE, an improper diphthong, has the sound first of open U, as in blue. Ague, second of close E, as in guest, gazier. Third of close U, as in leaguer. UE final is sometimes silent, as in league, antique. UI, an improper diphthong, has the sound first of open I, as in guide, guile. Second of close I, as in conduit, circuit. Third of open U, as in juice, shoot. UO can scarcely be called an improper diphthong, except perhaps after Q in liquor, licorice, where OUR is heard as UR. UY, an improper diphthong, has the sound first of open Y, as in buy, buyer. Second of feeble Y or of double E, feeble, as in play, rogue. Diphthongs beginning with U. UAI is pronounced nearly, if not exactly, like V, as in go, come, quell, quant. UAW is sounded like WA in water, as in squirrel, a female Indian. UAY has the sound of V, as in Paraguay, except in queer, which nearly all our orthoptists pronounced key. UEA and UEE are each sounded WEE, as in quasi, cure, skewer, squeeze. UOI and OWOY are each sounded WOI, as in quat. Some say that as U in this combination sounds like W, it is a consonant. Others allege that W itself has only the sound of double O and is therefore in all cases a vowel. U has certainly in these connexes as much of the sound of double O as has W, and perhaps a little more of the latter V. The consonant V always has a sound like that of F flattened, as in love, vulture, vivacious. In pure English, it is never silent, never final, never doubled, but it is often doubled in the dialect of Craven, and there too it is sometimes final. Of the letter W, W, when reckoned a consonant, has the sound heard at the beginning of wine, win, woman, woody, begin a sound less vocal than that of double O and depending more upon the lips. W before H is usually pronounced as if it followed the H, as in what, when, where, why. But in who, whose, whom, whole, whoop, and words formed from these, it is silent before R in the same syllable. It is also silent as in wrath, ranch, wrong. So in a few other cases, as in sword, answer, to. W is never used alone as a vowel except in some vowels or foreign names, in which it is equivalent to double O, as in CWM, COTHY, the name of a mountain in Wales, WKRA, the name of a small river in Poland, Wakra. W, when sounded before vowels, begins reckoned a consonant. We have no diphthongs or triphthongs beginning with this letter. Of the letter X, the consonant X has a sharp sound like KS, as in OX, and a flat one like GZ, as in example. X is sharp when it ends an accented syllable, as in exercise, exit, excellence, or when it precedes an accented syllable beginning with a consonant, as in expand, extreme. X unaccented is generally flat when the next syllable begins with a vowel, as in exit, exemption, exotic. X initial in Greek proper names has the sound of Z, as in Xerox. Of the letter Y, Y as an consonant has the sound heard at the beginning of yarn, young, youth, being rather less vocal than the feeble sound of I, or of the vowel Y, and serving merely to modify that of a succeeding vowel with which it is quickly united. Y as a vowel has the same sound as I. First, the open, long, full, or primal Y, as in cry, crying, dime, circle, cycle. Second, the close cut, short, or stopped Y, as in system. The feeble or faint Y, accentless, as in simmer, mercy. The vowel I and Y have, in general, exactly the same sound under similar circumstances, and in forming derivatives we often change one for the other, as in city, cities, tie, tying, easy, easily. Y before a vowel heard in the same syllable is reckoned a consonant. We have therefore no diphthongs or triphthongs commencing with this letter. Of the letter Z, the consonant Z, the last letter of our alphabet, has usually a soft or buzzing sound, the same as that of S flat, as in Jano, Zenith, Vriz, Dizzy. Before U, primal or I, feeble, jet, as well as S flat, sometimes takes the sound of ZH, which in the of the consonantal sounds is reckoned a distinct element, as in azure, seizure, glacier, measure, pleasure. Please subscribe my channel, like and share with your friends.